Welcome to Dows and Clear, the video series that teaches you how to douse, how to find hidden blocks to your success, your high energy, your health, your well-being, your wealth, and kick them to the curb. Hey there, it's Colleen Flanagan, Master Dowser and Emotions Whisperer. This video is going to show you how to douse and clear for eye conditions, but most specifically cataracts. Because I just got back from the eye doctor and they said they saw what looked like the beginnings of cataracts in my eyes. Oh, hell to the no. We are not allowing that to happen. I don't care that I'm in my 60s and I live in Arizona where the sun is so bright and so many people have cataracts. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm going to get rid of it. This information does not replace the care of an optometrist or any other kind of doctor or therapist for you. And it's not going to replace it for me either. I'll be back next year to get my eye exam. This is just actually experimental on myself to see if I can actually change those cataracts and get rid of them. Because if the cataracts were caused or triggered by emotions, then perhaps I'll be able to clear them out after I clear out the emotions. So the first thing I did is look in one of my favorite books, which is Your Body Speaks Your Mind by Deb Shapiro. And that had a section on cataracts saying that the cloudiness of cataracts is indicative of not wanting to see something in the future. Whether it's something real that you know is coming your way, like going to the eye doctor, or about a loved one, or you projecting a fearful future and focusing on it and being so afraid of it that your eyes are trying to cloud up so you don't have to see that. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how the mind-body connection works. That's how the subconscious mind tries to keep you in your comfort zone by creating physical issues so you won't have to see. And there's plenty more information about that, explanations, everything you need in my book, Tapping Success Scripts, and my other book, Fearless Accurate Dowsing, about the mind-body connection, and then how to find and clear whatever things that are causing conditions in your life that you don't want. So let's get started on me. The guinea pig, as usual. When I douse, I ask a question, and when my hands come together and my fingertips touch, that is a yes answer. When I ask a question and my fingertips fall below the other fingertips, that's a no answer. I programmed that in many, many years ago. Use any dowsing technique you like. And if you're not a dowser, you're not even interested in it, that's okay. Just hang in there, be patient, and just follow along in the clearing portion of this when I clear out my emotions and the cataracts. So we're just going to check with my left eye now, because that was the information I got to get started on. And my left eye and my right eye have the beginnings of cataracts, but in the left eye specifically, we have fear that's triggering the cataracts. And I'm just going to ask my subconscious mind, the dowsing, do you know what a cataract is? Okay, good. When you use medical terminology, it's always better to ask, do you know what that is? Because it may not know. Even though your conscious mind knows, your subconscious mind might not know, and you'll get wrong answers with your dowsing. That's a big reason people don't get good answers, is because they ask not so good questions. So let us just continue on. All right, so the cataracts in my left eye are caused by emotions, fear. Okay, so we're just going to go through the 5 fears I always check for. These fears are about me. Oh, about a loved one, someone I love, a sweetheart, family member, father, mother, siblings, anyone else in the family. All right, so I have fears in my left eye. Left side's always about love. Right side's always about money or jobs or work, the more logical things. These cataracts are trying to cloud my eyes so I don't see something painful about my father and my mother. Is this about seeing my father's physical condition deteriorate so much and now seeing this in my mom? That has been on my mind lately. My father passed years ago, but I'm starting to see some of the same deterioration in my mom. As much as I do energy work on her and such, she still sometimes falls into the negative stuff, the negative thinking, and the sort of old school beliefs about age and aging. And she's in a senior community, and there's people dying and getting sick all over the place there. So it's probably very difficult for her to remain positive no matter what I've taught her. And this is what I'm afraid of, yeah. And I'm starting to feel just like really sad and sort of sick inside about this. So we have fears for my mom and my dad. Can we clear them at the same time for both parents? Okay, fears of failure, for them to stay healthy. Fears of them not being safe, fear that the bad times will never end as far as aging goes. Fear of rejection and abandonment by death, by hospital. All right, and then we got fears of the consequences of success. No. So we had 4 of the 5 fears. You can check the severity from 0 to 10. I'm just sensing these are very high severity for me. All these fears are the same severity. Level 10, 9. Okay. Well, no wonder I'm getting the cataracts, because I don't want to see my mom get older and sicker like my dad did and then leave me. So what you want to do is clear these out of your governing vessel meridian, which will clear them out of your entire energy system by one of 3 simple ways. Most effective way, run your hand in an arc over your head, just like this. That clears the governing vessel meridian. You can also tap under your nose, which is a Emotional Freedom Techniques tapping point. It is not as effective as this one. And you can flick, breaking up the energy as you talk about what you want to clear out. And just watch, follow along. Whether or not you know you have anything that might be causing any eye issues, maybe you do, and this is going to help you no matter what. So we'll just get started clearing here. I'm just going to start talking about what the dowsing revealed and clear. Douse and clear. I now let go of all this fear of failure to maintain good health in my mom and my dad. I know I have all these fears that I never resolved from when my dad got really sick. He was sick 20 years before he passed, and it was so hard for all of us. I mean, it was heartbreaking. I let go of my fears of my dad's failing health, feeling rejected and abandoned when he did pass. My fears from seeing my dad's failing health, that he was never going to get better, that he was not safe because of his health, and I didn't know how to do any of this healing work back then. And he was so ill, and it was so heartbreaking, and it just got worse and worse. God bless him for being such a brave soul. Trying to make fun of it and everything. I now release all my fear and terror about my mom's failing health. I release my fear of failure, that I can't even help her, causing these cataracts, or this cataract, this sort of cloudiness condition in my eyes, which I didn't even notice. It took an eye exam to reveal this. So we're going to nip this in the bud as I release this fear that my mom's never going to get better, fear of failure for her to get better, to enjoy the remaining years of her life, however many she has. I release my fear that her conditions are never going to end, including her focus on the negative and any little thing, and people around her, the elderly people getting sick and dying. I also release my fear and terror of my mom not being safe, that she could fall or something could happen to her because she's independent and likes to live alone. I release my fear and terror and sadness and sorrow from when my dad passed, and I felt so rejected and abandoned. I was even angry at him for dying on me. I let go of my fear the same thing's going to happen to my mom, and it's going to take me years to recover like it did with my dad. As I let go of these fears, my left eye, and if they're affecting my right eye, feel safe to remove that cataract. And what I'm going to do now, just because I'm getting the message to try this out, you know how people put those contacts in their eyes? I now choose to energetically pull this cataract out of my left eye here. Going, 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 gone. All the energy. It's weird. It's almost like I could feel like a ripping effect or something coming out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. And I just heard, because I'm clairaudient, it is done. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to try this with my right eye. Pulling out this starting cataract now. Letting go of all fears. That may have triggered this cataract about things I didn't want to see in business, in finances, lending money to someone who ripped me off, a whole lot of money. I let go of this now and pull this cataract out, and all the energies of it and all non-beneficial energies and emotions causing cataracts in either eye and both eyes, and so it is. I'm going to check real quick. Cataracts in this eye. Cataracts in this eye. I want to be healthy. I want to be sick. So energetically, even though they still might be there physically, energetically, there's no reason for them to be there. And it could take 2 weeks before you see a change in anything you work on in your body. Your body has to go like, okay, I'm just going to get rid of these cataracts. And in this eye, cataracts, I want to be healthy. Cataracts, I want to be sick. Cataracts. Okay, there's still emotions I need to release in this. Okay, emotions I need to release that'd be beneficial to release in this eye to get rid of the cataracts? No. So you see, it gets sort of a basic idea of how this works. Again, it's all explained in my book, Fearless, Accurate Dowsing, and my tapping success scripts about the mind-body connection and what you can do for yourself. Again, never use this to replace a doctor or a doctor's care or your prescriptions or anything like this. This is just a way to make life a little bit easier. And I have, in fact, been able, one time the dentist found a big old sore up here, and I didn't even know I had it, and I just did a bunch of emotional release work. And when I went back to the dentist, they're like, we're surprised you didn't come back with that horrible sore there. And they went and looked at it. It was gone. Because it was emotional. It was caused by unspoken anger and rage and disgust at a loved one. So that's how this whole thing works. It's very simple. All you have to do is learn it. I learned it. I taught myself and learned from other people. You can do the same thing. No one has to suffer in pain, anxiety, fear, or any kind of conditions. You can either check with your doctor about using this stuff, or just go ahead and use it if you feel, but use it at your own risk. It is incredibly powerful, and a whole lot of old memories and emotions might be coming up that you're going to have to deal with as well. So I guess those are the worst side effects, which are still better than most medications. So take care. I wish you so much love, peace, joy, extreme wealth, and well-being on every level, every dimension. Peace out. My website, Emo-Rescue.com, offers free ebooks, audios, videos, EFT charts, free charts, all kinds of information for your self-healing empowerment. Check it out today.